Good morning, everybody. This is a sloth, and her name is Zoe. She's a two-fingered or two-toed Linnea sloth. We're going to be doing a sloth encounter here in just a moment. So you're going to get to see us feed her, and guess what? We have 4 sloths here at Ocoee Riverside Farm. We have Flash, then Zoe, then Dash. Now we have Chloe. So if you've ever wanted to hang out with sloths, here's where you want to do it. We have over 150 animals, including sloths, kangaroos, llamas, and alpacas. We have covered wagons right on the banks of the beautiful Ocoee River. It's going to be awesome. Good morning, everybody. If you're just joining us, this is Zoe, I'm Kevin. We're here at Ocoee Riverside Farm, and we're getting ready to do a sloth encounter. So if you've ever wanted to see what it's like to feed a sloth, keep watching. And guess what? We have 4 sloths here at Ocoee Riverside Farm. We have Flash, Zoe, Dash, and then Chloe. And we're gonna feed Zoe here in just a minute. It's so cool. We have Scottish Highland cows that you can bottle feed, camels, we have a spider monkey, and we have covered wagons right on the banks of the beautiful Ocoee River. Keep watching, guys. It's going to be amazing. Go to our website, OcoeeRiversideFarm.com, and you can book any adventure that you want to do here. If you're staying here, you usually get a discount on most encounters. And right above us is the Camel Condo. It's a luxury suite, seats up to 10 people. You get a sloth for a roommate, 3 master suites, and a hidden rooms. Keep watching, guys.
No, they're too young for it. If they did, they'd just be playing with it. Want my coffee for my voice? We're going right here, ladies.
Oh my God. Oh my God, where should we go?
You can go right up in there by that blue chair.
All right, y'all, this is Zoe. Zoe is a 2-fingered Linnea sloth. Oh, you've already seen Max. He pulled it, not Max. That is Dash. Dash just pulled his cover off. But you guys are going to hold him, so don't put your finger in your mouth. He really likes you. All right, so you guys are going to feed her breakfast. And I'm going to tell you some things about sloths that you likely don't know. No, she's not a god, she's just a sloth. No, it's not okay. They have huge teeth.
No biting. No biting.
There you go. You're going to give her breakfast just like this. Here you go, sweetie. These are sweet potatoes, yeah? You want some?
So they actually do really move slow?
Yeah, they really do, yeah. Except when they're amped up. Alright, so she's going to eat some sweet potatoes and she's going to eat some rice mix this morning.
Upside down.
And, yep, upside down. That's the way a sloth normally is. And when you go to give her the rice, you can either let her eat out of the dish, or you can let her eat out of your hand, either way that you prefer. Give her the sweet potatoes first, and then you can give her the rice after that.
Okay.
You guys are welcome to take all the pictures and all the videos you want in here. It's hotter than Hades in here because sloths need it 80 degrees. And that's the way it is. So, this is a 2-fingered Linnea sloth. Alive in the world today, there are 2-fingered sloths and 3-fingered sloths. Differences between them. The 3-fingered sloth is one that has a mask on its face, a flat face with a permanent smile. 2-fingered sloth has more like a dog snout. The 3-fingered sloths live only in Central and South America. There are none in the continental U.S. because they eat almost exclusively Sarcopia leaves. They hate to be touched on the belly side. And Sarcopia leaves do not grow, Sarcopia trees do not grow in the continental U.S. So pretty much every sloth that you see in the continental U.S. is going to be 2-fingered. Our sloths do not come from the wild. They have never been wild. Their parents, grandparents, great-grandparents, great-great-grandparents have never been wild. Our sloths are bred by a guy who is a doctor of veterinary medicine, been doing it for 30 years, 35 years I guess. And his Generation 0 sloths are animals that were too injured to be returned to the rainforest. mainly power line injuries, and his ambassador sloths like these that you can see touchpad hold are at least 6 generations removed from the rainforest. So it is the difference between a feral cat and a house cat. Your house cat will sit in your lap and purr while you pet it. Feral cat will claw your eyes out trying to get away from you. So it's the difference between wild animals and pet animals. And the pet animals are very rare. Not very many places have them. And our sloths are different than most because ours only see 2 hours of encounters per day, only 2 people at a time. That is to reduce their stress level. The reason I have a sloth encounter is I went to one of the ones off of a cruise ship, and I thought it was great and wonderful and lovely and a lifetime experience. And I was absolutely horrified a year later when I found out those on average live for 1 month. There's too many people, too much stress, and they cannot survive it. So that is why we have an ethical and appropriate place to interact with sloths, is I thought it was a cool thing for people to be able to do.
So he
She's
will
looking
live
for the
1 month?
rice already. Say what?
She's gonna live for a month?
No, she's gonna
On the
live for
cruise
50
ships.
years.
Oh.
No, the ones that you see in Central and South America at the encounters where they run hundreds of people a day through.
Oh, those encounters.
Yeah, they take them out of the
Oh.
rainforest, dunk them in a bucket of bleach, pull their teeth out and throw them in the encounter. And they don't do well with it. All right, if you want to feed her out of your hand, you can. You just gotta be careful so that she doesn't, bite your hand. And she's not looking to, but she is gonna lick your fingers, so if you don't want a sloth licking your fingers, feed her out of the dish. Either way that you want to do it is fine by me and fine by her. All right, so other differences between 2-fingered and 3-fingered sloths makes a little more sense looking at it from a skeleton picture than it does me just telling you. This is the skeleton of a 2-fingered sloth. You can see that they have only 5 vertebrae in the cervical spine, no tail, lots of ribs between hips and shoulders. The 3-fingered sloth, conversely, which we are not looking at, has a long neck, 9 vertebrae in the cervical spine, and they have a tail, so they have far fewer between hips and shoulders. The 3-fingered has arms longer than body, legs shorter than body. The 2-fingered has arms longer than body, legs longer than arms. This one is built more like a truck, the other one is built more like a sports car. But it's a sports car that's going to be pushed across the Barrett-Jackson stage because they don't go anywhere fast. Sloths are slow, famously, but yeah.
One,
What?
a code? Did you get some
Don't know
information?
anything about that. Let me call Donna. We get Walmart deliveries every week. I've never had a code before.
What is it asking for?
Unless there's something.
Yeah, just roll your hand. There you go.
There you go.
She's a little bit of a diva sometimes.
Sometimes when they deliver something like a narcotic, like NyQuil, they sign for it.
They want a 4-digit code.
Oh. I don't know why.
Like our DoorDash last night when we had to sign for our alcohol.
Oh, yeah.
The kangaroos are always trying to get a hold of the bottle, we gotta watch out for them.
I love the look. So, what's the name of the thing?
That's Zoe. So it goes Flash, Zoe, Dash, and then Chloe. It's like a Dr. Seuss book.
Do they like touched or no?
Yeah, anything on the back, especially like if you use like the back of your hand.
Here?
Yeah. She really likes that. They just don't really like when you try to do the cat scrunch thing. It just irritates them. But if you just do that, they're totally cool with it. Anywhere from kind of like the back of the head to like that fluff. And that's like her area. And she always will like kind of tease you, especially if you're holding her anything. She'll kind of like roll on her back and she's like, pet my belly. And then as soon as you touch it, she's like, don't touch my belly. And when you're looking at her belly, you can actually see how the hair is parted. And the reason for that is they're upside down, so that way the water will run off of them.
Oh.
I love how she's holding my hand.
I never knew how soft they were.
Do you want to
Yeah.
hand feed this?
Do this to the back of like right here. It's so soft.
Take this, and then when she's done licking my hand, I'll switch.
Eyes are so cool.
Susie,
All All right.
Like human grade food, like I can go,
Yeah, absolutely.
is that just like rice and
Yeah,
veggies?
I mean, I wouldn't eat it after she licked my hand, but the sloth has bacteria that go from entrance to exit, and you wouldn't want the sloth's probiotics for your guts. So, all right, so sloths are famously slow, but sloths are slow in ways that it likely hasn't occurred to you that it would be possible for a sloth to be slow. So they're slow not only in their movement, they're slow in their digestion. Let me show you something real quick here. You see the way that her hips are facing like that and her shoulders are facing like this? The two-fingered sloth, with far more vertebrae in this between the hips and the shoulders, turns its whole body like this. The three-fingered sloth with the long neck turns its head like that, doesn't turn its body so much. But this one has tremendously more vertebrae between hips and shoulders, so she can turn her whole body like this. If you rotate your hand a little bit, you'll see her go all the way around.
So this is the back. This is her back.
Yeah, that's her back. Yeah.
Okay.
This twist of hair right here, that's, you know, the cowlick. Their hair parts on their belly and comes back together on their back because they're upside down pretty much all the time. Everybody wants to talk to me this morning.
You're very busy. Oh, sorry, it's just,
We have a lot right now. We'll probably need it in 3 or 4 weeks. Yeah, probably. All right, bye. Hey, I'm in a sloth encounter right now. All right, so slow not only in their movement, slow in their digestion, metabolism, metabolic processes. They're slow in every single way that an animal can be slow. It starts from their diet. You can wash your hands right there if you like. Starts from their diet. So the sloth in the wild is eating almost exclusively leaves. About 90% of their diet is going to be leaves. And the leaves that they're eating are very low in nutritional value, very low in caloric content. So it's all about energy management for the sloth. Their energy budget is so low, in fact, that a sloth cannot maintain its body temperature. Their core body temperature follows whatever the outside air temperature is. Daytime high in the rainforest is in mid to upper 80s, nighttime low is high 60s. Their core body temperature can change by 19 degrees Fahrenheit from day to night. Even though they are technically warm-blooded animals, they are mammals, they don't maintain their body temperature. So, for a human, that's dropping from 98.6 to 79.6. Obviously, that's not going to work out for us. The sloth cannot make milk for its babies for long at all. And most mammals produce, store, deliver milk for their babies. The sloth has no store. They produce and deliver at the same time. So drop by drop, as the baby eats it, that's how the sloth makes the milk for its babies. I don't know where she thinks she is going.
down the tree.
She's not catching that that's paint. Usually Flash is who's out here with this bar in the mornings, but Flash wasn't feeling it this morning.
He has a companion?
No, sloths are entirely solitary. Hey, sweetheart, do you want to come to me? Come here, baby.
Oh.
My God.
She doesn't know where to go. I'm gonna grab her. Grab a towel for her to sit on.
Yeah.
Hey, sweetheart, come here. Oh, come on, baby. Good girl.
Oh,
It's okay. I got you.
we scared her.
I got you, sweetheart. You're all right.
Oh.
Okay. I got you. You're okay, baby.
Oh my goodness.
She's a little lost there. Yeah. All right. Do you want to hold her?
Yeah.
All right. She went to the bathroom last night and hasn't washed herself yet, so she's gonna sit on a towel. Let me just calm her down for a second, because she's like, what? That's not her normal routine. Usually she climbs to us out of her room. But she was up on the bar this morning. Yes, you're a good girl. Okay, baby. Yes, you're a good girl. She has to calm down for a minute, because a sloth's natural relaxed state is clamped down like that. So the we got to give her a minute to calm down so she can be like, oh yeah, okay, now we're doing the holding thing, and she'll be
It's
good
like
to go.
babies. When babies are hungry and they're like this nursing, and then it's
Not exactly. The sloth, when it is hanging,
yeah.
you know, they have tremendously tight tendons in their hand and in their forearm like this, so clamp down, that's their natural relaxed state.
Yeah.
For any of us to hang in this tree, a minute would be a long time to do
Yeah.
a 2-arm hang. But the sloth, it is exerting no energy to be clamped down like that. So that it is so true that they're exerting zero energy that if the sloth's life ended hanging in a tree, it wouldn't fall. It would continue to hang there for
Wow.
days or weeks until something rotted or something knocked it out of the tree. So that is how they can hang for days and days hanging in a tree. But they have to learn to not, you know, that people don't want to be grabbed, and you know, it takes them a little while. But she is 18 months old now, and she's been being held every day.
No, her
Just-
birthday's December 16th. She'll be 2 in like 2.5 months.
21 months? Yeah. Something like that. My math is slow. Even though I was in nursing. Okay, you want to go see the people now? Hey.
Kisses.
Hey. Are you hungry? Want a snack? Like, no, I want a different snack. Want to finish your breakfast? Here, I'll let you hold her. She can finish your breakfast while you hold her.
Any particular way or
Just
just?
let her sit in your lap. And you can just give her the food right here.
Okay.
So, I was saying they only make milk for their babies for about 2 to 3 weeks, according to San Diego Zoo's knowledge. It's about 14 days for a male baby sloth, about 27 days for a female baby sloth. But anyway, you slice it a short time. They're born fully functional, hair, teeth, and eyeballs, and they start eating solid food on day 3 of their life. They eat food out of their mother's mouth at the start, and that's how they establish their initial gut bacteria colony. The mother chews the food, she doesn't regurgitate, there's no way for her food to move in reverse through a sloth system, but she chews the food and the bacteria in her mouth gets on the food, and then the baby eats the food out of mom's mouth. And that's where it establishes its initial gut bacteria colony. The baby sloth will be on entirely solid food by a month, and it will stay with its mother for another month or 2 or 3, it all depends. Hours that come here, their mother weans them of her own choosing when she's darn good and ready, and there is no rush on it. I paid for the newest baby that we had back in January, and it just showed up last week. And there's no rush at all for when the sloth comes. Just when they are, you know, absolutely ready. And after the mother weans them, they have to pass the ambassador protocol on their own as an individual. An ambassador protocol means that they actively seek human attention and they genuinely enjoy human contact. Because we don't want sloths here that don't want to do
Right.
this. And that's why they only see 2 hours of encounters a day. It's their high point of the day, and they are looking forward to it. All right, so a sloth in the top of the tree, it is pretty much entirely safe. A snake cannot find a sloth. A sloth has no natural scent. They have no scent gland, sweat gland, musk gland, none of that. So the snake hunts by smell and by temperature difference. The sloth's core body temperature is whatever the outside air temperature is. So there is no scent, there is no temperature, so a snake cannot find a sloth. The cat can't get to the sloth because when the sloth is in the top of the tree and it sees motion, it's end of the branch, get to the end of the branch, and then whang, the branch hangs down under the sloth, under the weight of the sloth. A cat large enough to threaten the sloth's life is going to be at least twice the size of the sloth. So as the cat walks along the branch, he gets to the end, and you know, what's he going to do? He can't get there. And should the cat press the issue to the point that the branch breaks and the whole mess falls 100 feet to the floor of the rainforest, sloth is going to be fine. It can withstand a 100-foot drop easily. And the cat will not. And the sloth will look over at the cat and it'll say, ha, ha, and back up the tree it goes. And the cat will not be returning to the canopy of the rainforest. The one animal that a sloth is subject to up in the tops of the trees is a harpy eagle. So the harpy eagle can get to the sloth. We'll talk more about that later. But the sloth is basically entirely safe when it's up in the top of the tree, and yet it comes down the tree, same side of the tree, same tree, to go to the bathroom in the exact same place that it always goes. The initial idea on why a sloth came down the tree was a pretty stupid one. They said that it's because a sloth is a neat animal. Obviously they are not the Adrian monk of the rainforest. They're not going to risk their life because they just are a neat animal. The second idea was equally stupid. It was that the sloth is fertilizing its own tree via its waste. And again, if the sloth let it rip from anywhere in the canopy of the tree, it's going to fall above the root system of the tree, so no net effect. The actual reason why the sloth comes all the way down the tree, same side of the tree, is the sloth-moth symbiotic relationship. Symbiotic meaning beneficial to both sides, where parasitic will be benefit to one, neutral or harmful to the other. So when the sloth comes down the tree, same side of the tree, and gets his hind end all the way to the ground and rips right on the pile that he always goes on. And it is an epic dump because the sloth eats 10% of its body weight every single day and goes to the bathroom only 3 or 4 times per month. So when the sloth is eating 10% of their body weight every day, that sloth weighs 18 pounds. So that's around 1.5 pounds or 2 pounds of food every single day. And when she eventually goes to the bathroom, she is going to eliminate 1/3 of her total body mass when she goes to the bathroom.
Wow.
Putting that to human perspective, they hate to be scratched. Just pet it slow
Yes,
like a
right.
sloth. Slow like a sloth.
Right.
There you go. Yep, they do not like the nails. That's husbands that like the nails. So when the sloth comes down the tree, it is going to eliminate 1/3 of its total body mass when it goes to the restroom. So putting that to human perspective, I weigh 200 pounds. That's me rolling into Outback and saying, bring me 20 of the 16-ounce porterhouse steaks. Or should I have to hit the Golden Arches? That's 80 quarter-pounders. So in a day. And if I was going to eliminate 1/3 of my total body mass, you can do a quick math on 200 pounds. Shudder to think of that and move on to the next topic. So the reason why the sloth comes down the tree is when he comes down, the moths fly off of the sloth into the waste pile and lay their eggs. There are 100 to 150 moths living on the sloth all the time in the wild, not here, praise the Lord. When the sloths get down into the waste pile, they lay their eggs. This week's eggs are next week's larvae or the following week's moths. So every time the sloth comes down the tree, there's a new step in that process. And every time it comes down, new moths fly up onto the sloth. And will then, let me get you a chair.
Oh, no, I
They will
understand.
then live their entire life on the sloth, and they will not leave the sloth for any reason except to drink water that pools up in the leaves in the canopy of the rainforest and to get into the waste pile to lay their eggs. So it is symbiotic, not parasitic. So the nature of that symbiosis is that the sloth is going to benefit in 3 specific ways. Well, we'll start with the moths. She doesn't like to be touched on the
I'm
belly
gonna
side.
give her to her so she.
There you go. Come here, baby. Oh, good
I
girl.
don't want to hog her.
Good girl.
Oh, she's got me good. She left me.
Well, they hang on all of the time. There you go.
Okay, your turn.
Good baby. I want to take your glasses off right there. On your shirt. They say the memory is the second thing to go. I mean, the eyes are the second thing to go. I don't remember the first, but I can never find my glasses.
Oh, you just bit me.
Thank you.
What is it with me?
I don't know.
Oh, you
Hey.
bit me again.
Through the
All right, let's
inside.
go on to the second
Yeah,
slide.
let's.
Come here, sweetheart. Oh my goodness.
Oh, she left
It's
me.
me.
It is you.
They all want a piece of me.
You want to give her Dash?
Yep.
You okay?
Oh, yeah, it's fine. You don't have to worry with us. We're very.
She's getting it on all fronts. The camel disrobes her, the sloth bites her.
And I'm the animal person. You are a dog person now. Big dog person.
What kind of dog?
I have labs,
Okay.
2 yellows and a black, but they're only one is a full. The others were rescues, so they have, you know.
The red dog that runs around Jack's, his papers say he's 100% golden, but we think he's
Right.
probably mixed with Chesapeake Bay, because he's too big, he's curly haired on top, and he has
Kind
web
of
feet.
support him underneath his butt a little bit. It keeps him from kind of turning it into a ball.
So the benefit to the moth is that the sloth is the food source and the living environment of the moths. The sloth will live its entire life on the moth. The moth will live its entire life on the sloth. And they are benefiting because the sloth is the food source and the living environment of the moths. The moths are feeding on the moss and algae that are all in the sloth's fur, and they're then fertilizing the same via their waste. The benefit to the moth, can't say the words right. Benefit to the sloth is at least 3 different things. First, as the moths are fertilizing the moss and algae that are all in the sloth's fur, the more moss, more algae is more disguised from harpy eagles. The harpy eagles are the one thing that can get to the sloth in the top of the tree because they're not relying on smell or the weight of the branch or temperature. They can fly right up and get them. So more moss, more algae, more disguised from harpy eagles. Second, as the sloth grooms itself, it licks up a certain amount of the moths themselves. The moths' bodies are the only protein source for the sloth. So the third benefit is that as the sloth grooms itself, it licks up a certain amount of the waste of the moths. And the waste of the moths are the key to the game for the sloth. The waste of the moths are where the sloth gets its probiotics from that digest its food. If the sloth's moth colony fails to thrive, the sloth will starve 30 days later. With its stomach's full of food, it will starve because it can't digest the food. So in captivity, they do not need the moths. First, there's nothing hunting the sloth in this room, so it doesn't need the disguise. Second, we give it different proteins so that it doesn't have to eat the moths themselves. And third, the moth doesn't have to provide the probiotics to the sloth. In the rainforest, the sloth goes from hot to cold every day. Now, we also have helpful gut bacteria. What interrupts our gut bacteria or our gut health is antibiotics. If we take a lot of antibiotics, we need probiotics or Greek yogurt to fix our gut health back up. The sloth, what interrupts its gut health is cold temperature. And when the sloth gets cold, it messes up its gut bacteria colony, and the sloth then has to replenish its gut bacteria via the waste of the moths. Here, we never ever let a sloth get cold. You probably noticed it's 80 degrees in this room. And so their gut bacteria will last throughout their life, just like ours would if we never took antibiotics. The sloth is crazy strong. They are at least 3 times as strong pound for pound as a person is. I'm gonna get him some more rice. Has Dash had his breakfast yet this morning? I don't think he has.
I mean, unless Michaela fed him.
She's not here, so probably not.
Then no cook at the house.
Hi, good morning. Good morning to you.
This guy still sleeps up in the house. He doesn't live in that basket. He just transfers between the house and the back house.
The front
down here.
house?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why the 80 doesn't bother me. It's 80 in my room all the time. Because him and the baby are both sleeping in my room. Hey, baby
In bed
girl.
with you?
No, not in bed.
Hold that and-
We sometimes fall asleep on the couch with him, but
You sleep on the couch with them, like in your arms?
yeah.
Oh my god.
lately we've been on a Frasier watching binge.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I don't have cable TV, I very rarely watch TV, but when we feed the sloths at night, we'll usually, until they ran out, we were watching this show Matlock with,
Yeah.
there's this older woman who called herself Maddie Matlock, and it's a good show. I'm waiting for it to come out this fall, I'm looking forward to watching it.
Yeah.
And,
We got rid of cable too. We
Yeah.
just stream now.
yeah, exactly, Prime Video.
Yeah.
Although I'm kinda ticked that they put commercials on Prime now.
Yeah, we do YouTube TV.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's our main.
For the first 2.5 years that they lived here, we had nothing because our only internet available out here was HughesNet and I don't know, the other internet of last resort. I probably blocked it from my memory. But my download rate would be 0.5, an upload of 0.08. And so you would click an all text email, go get a cup of coffee, drink the cup of coffee, come back, and maybe it will have downloaded. But we couldn't even watch pay-per-view because you click order and it would just spin and spin and spin and say
Forever.
timed out. And
Oh.
so we're pretty doggone happy to have Starlink out here now.
Yeah. My sister-in-law's brother just moved down here. They bought land a few years ago. Took their, North Jersey money that goes way further down here,
Yeah,
and they just bought land and they're building the
Uh-huh.
house. And they brought their in-laws with them, so all they do all day is cut and build and chop and dig trenches, and they don't have water.
What?
Have you heard about this?
no,
They don't have water.
why don't they drill a well?
He's been going to the town, and he's like, oh yeah, they just come here wherever and get it. He's like, they're like, lots of people don't have water. They're not upset. He's
Why
like,
do they not just drill a well?
I don't know, I'll have to ask him.
It's ridiculous.
He said there's a creek that's his, and all the animals from another farm come and drink from it. And he said and that's fine. He said, I'll never stop that. That's been going on forever. He's a good guy. He just wants drinking water first. He doesn't have water. So now we're kind of like, what did you guys get into?
Yeah, we just drill wells. I mean, I have city water here.
Okay.
So my house is on city water and the barn up there is on city and everything down there is on city.
Okay.
But I put this on a well because I like it better. And but our well makes 50 gallons a minute
Oh, wow.
and any pressure I want.
Wow.
Yeah. I dug it. When I dug it, I was going to use it to top off the pond, but we're in such a drought right now that the pressure switch in a well turns on when it gets down to a certain point, turns off when it gets up to a certain point, and leaving the well running 24 hours a day, filling the pond, burned out the pressure switch. I'm like, yeah. So now I just bought a bunch of pipes to fill it out of the river. I just haven't dug the trench to put them in yet.
Yeah.
I'm just too busy.
Yeah.
But it is agricultural use, so it's legal to fill it out of the river.
Okay. I'll mention the well to him.
I'm sure he knows.
He's just devastated. They took everything. They took their whole life, their entire lives, their kids, everything, and they're down here living in trailers, building a house, and they're like, wait, we don't have water. And my brother's like, you didn't check to see if you had water? Like, it's pretty important.
I can't imagine there's anywhere in Tennessee that you couldn't drill a well.
Yeah.
Are they up in the mountains?
I have his address.
I don't know.
If you call my phone.
The drilling a well, the only problem would be, if they're up high in the mountain, it'd be a deep well.
Yeah. Is this what I thought?
You can't drink my coffee, sweetheart.
I don't know what it is. How about go to my text with my brother?
That's all right. I've only lived here 5 years. I know where I live.
I'm not gonna go see him because it's almost 3 hours away. And
3 hours away from here.
really, where are we gonna stay? This trailer. So I'm like, well, if he's closer, I'd go say hi. But
So his eyes are like little bulbous. His,
Yeah.
Not so much.
She's just older. So the sloth's eyes have a structure called rod monochromacy. They have all rod cells, no cone cells. So they see motion very well, they see objects very poorly. So if you've seen a movie with the military guys running around with the night vision goggles on, and from their point of view, you see the blobs moving around out in front of them.
Oh.
That's the way that a sloth sees. Because all they really need to know is something coming toward me or not. Because anything coming toward a sloth is bad news for the sloth. And so they're gonna end of the branch, get to the end of the branch, that's how they stay safe. So day and night both, they see motion very well, but objects very poorly. She can't see the difference between me and either one of you. But she knows what I sound like and she knows what I smell like. And so at all times, if I open her door and say, "Hey Zoe," she just comes flying right over, wanting to be held. And I'm not gonna say his name because he'll spin his head around and look for me. But
Can you spell
they
it?
all know.
Spell it.
Say what?
Can you spell it?
D-A-S-H.
Deaf.
Yeah.
I almost said it.
No, you can say it for me, it's fine. You can't comb my hair this morning, sweetheart. They all like to run their hands in my hair. And the singing barber that was on American Idol lives 3 miles from here. And so when he was trying to get big on TikTok and YouTube and stuff, he came out here and did a haircut on me in this room while he sang in the Sloth.
Oh,
He's
really?
like all combing his hands through my lovely hair. And is it warm enough outside to go outside? Yeah.
But it's still, I mean, it feels good, but maybe not
Check
for
what
the
the
sloth.
temperature is.
We could probably at least leave the door open.
73. Yeah, you could leave the door open. These two are probably gonna melt in an hour in here.
I prefer warm.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Me too. I was on the USS Bainbridge for for 3 years when I started in the Navy. And I was in nuclear powers, and it's hot. Hey, it's Hades hot down there. So engine room upper level was like 95, middle level was like 120, and lower level was 160. And so on lower level, you're running air conditioning vent to air conditioning vent while you have to do stuff. And if you have to be down there for a long period of time, they hook up a pipe to one of the ACs and run it to where you're working. But middle and upper level, you just got what you got. So, and I lived in Florida before I was in the Navy, so I was like used to hot.
Yeah.
And when I worked at Tampa Bay Downs, I used to sleep at Clearwater Beach during the day because I rode horses at the track from 4 a.m. to 7 a.m. And then I did gate training with horses, to come out of starting gates from like 7 to 9. And then I would get to Clearwater Beach at like 10 a.m. and I slept at the north of the 2 Holiday Inns on Clearwater Beach. And I would lay down at 10. The waitresses at Holiday Inn would come out and bring me a beer and a burger and tell me to turn over at noon. And then they'd come back and wake me up at 2 and I'd go to my other job. And then I worked at bars and I'd get off at about midnight, and then I'd go to my house and sleep for 4 hours and then do it again. So it was hot everywhere that I went all the time. So if I go in the sauna these days, I'm just out like a light. I just lay down and snore.
I went to Florida, the Florida Southern in Lakeland for school for 2 years.
Yeah.
And one of my roommates from down there, she was from Clearwater, so we spent the summer in Clearwater.
My house was in Oldsmar. I worked at a place called the Barn Bar, and they might have made the movie Roadhouse after it. I haven't seen the movie, but I understand it was the way that we were, that there was chicken wire across the front of the stage, and we put all the furniture away at 10 o'clock so it didn't get broken every night of the week.
Really?
And,
Bar fights.
So I guess the
and
movie is accurate.
I was 18 years old, getting paid like $250 a day to work there at 18 years old.
Wow.
And it was a fun time, but I was down there 2009, 10 when we lived in the RV, and there was a sign out front of the barn bar that said karaoke night. I'm like, wow, things have changed.
The little tongue. I got the little tongue.
But back then, nobody really wanted it calmed down. They liked it that way.
Let's try and get the right side of you.
And you'll sit there like your family.
So this is your everyday now?
Yeah. What I do. was enlisted my first 10 years in the Navy in nuclear power, hated every minute of it, individually and collectively. And then I flew ETC Hawkeyes till I retired, and that was a fantastic job. And then I was a Class A contractor for 7 years. And I was a real estate investor for 25 years. That I rented houses to kids at Old Dominion University in Norfolk, Virginia. And did that for a long, long time, until kids didn't have the right to know the gender of their roommates anymore, and then I was done with that. And in Virginia, if you identify as female, you're a female, period, that's it. And that went wrong a number of times, and I left there and came here. And when I moved here, I was in the apartment industry, but COVID was a bad time to own apartment complexes.
How did the farm do during COVID?
That was great.
Oh, that's
Yeah. I mean, everybody wanted to get out
Yeah.
away from crowds, and this is out away from crowds. But during COVID itself, we didn't really have much going on here. I moved here with the intent to be retired. None of this was supposed to happen. But the Lord had different plans for my life, so, Do you want to hold him now?
Wait, just for like a second.
Okay.
Just for a second.
Hey, baby Dash, come here, buddy. Come here, Dash. He has to remember to let go. Good boy, Dash. There you go.
But,
You support him up underneath, he'll just hug around your neck like that.
oh, sweet.
Doesn't like to be scratched, just slow like a sloth.
Really, really slow.
I guess-
I didn't kiss him. I didn't know if I could.
You can wash your hands in the sink right here if you want.
So whose idea was this, you or your wife?
Anything that's a good idea was my wife, anything that's a dumb idea was probably me. She's the brains of the outfit for sure.
I just dried my hands on it. Thank you.
I'll see if there's that cup of water for you.
You okay? Wrong way?
It's not the one I'm drinking out of, that's it.
You good? You need a water?
Thank you.
No, Papa got me.
Got an extra.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry.
I was actually lying about these shoes. I think she was trying to spend a month here or something.
Last time I was in Florida, my son was doing a fish thing in Orlando summer, and we went down there one weekend to visit, and I was like, the traffic here is insane. He wanted to ride the thing that blasts up in the air, and no, sorry, that was a different time. The thing that blasts up and spins around and goes up and down like this. And my other son was with us, and my wife had broken the strap on her sandals, and we could see a shoe store across the street. We're like, hey, you guys ride this, we're gonna run over there and get a pair of shoes and come right back. And by the time we had to turn left out of the place where the bouncy thing was, left across I-Drive, cross I-4, left into the parking lot, pay $25 to park your car at a shopping center to run in and buy something and go back out. We were an hour and a half to buy the first pair of sandals right inside of the door. I'm like, phew, I don't know how anybody lives here.
Yeah.
Are you crying? No. No.
A lot of people have a visceral response to sloths.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
I'm medicated, so I can't cry. Although I've been crying the last 2 days, so that's kind of why we're here too. We were both struggling a little bit, so we came to.
It's a good place to chill.
Yeah. No,
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. It's she's holding on so tight, and I feel like we've been waiting for this forever.
we have.
Fucking makeup gonna be all over my face now. Thank you.
Might make you feel better, I don't know. I have a friend who's got a child who never is going to leave home. And they say that, you know, they struggle, to see people struggle, that their child is thriving and doing well and moving on with their life,
I know.
knowing that theirs never is going to have that
Yeah,
experience.
yeah,
And so there's joy in it.
yeah. I heard something the other day. They said healthy birds leave the nest.
Yeah.
So if you raise them right, then they can handle. You know, you're raising them to live without you,
Right.
but it's hard.
Yes, it is.
This is what we're gonna do. This is what you and me are gonna do. We're gonna open one of these. We're gonna get some sloths from this guy, some kangaroos, and this is what we're gonna do.
I don't do mornings.
I'll do mornings.
I'll do the rest.
Okay.
I'll do the best.
I'll do the mornings. Thank you for making me feel better. I love you.
I hear what's
Very
big up there by
therapeutic.
you guys right now is llama trekking.
Is it?
Oh.
People like to walk llamas out in the forest. They pay crazy money for it.
Really?
That's
I have llamas here, we have llama trekking, nobody's ever signed up for it.
Oh.
Yeah, I think they're like, llama, walk llama.
Yeah.
But you know, we're not city people here.
Yeah. I want to go gorilla trekking. Everyone thinks I'm crazy.
Well, maybe, just don't go chimpanzee trekking.
Yeah, they're nasty, right?
Oh, they're vicious.
Yeah.
I went on a safari in Africa. We used to go and volunteer at Sanyu Babies Home in Kampala, Uganda. And one of my daughters just spent about a year there. And whenever I would go, we would go on a safari over there. And the last one that we went on, there were so many animals, like just constantly animals. The guides were all like, "Oh, we never see this." And I'd taken, you know, pictures and pictures and pictures, and I'm like, all right, if I don't see animals fornicating, I'm not pulling the camera out anymore. And I mean, like, we opened the door of the hotel one morning that's out in the bush, but it's like a built hotel out in the bush. And here's an elephant standing at the door. And I'm like, huh, I wonder if he belongs here.
Yeah.
Can we just walk past him?
Yeah. Does
Or
anybody
maybe
else
not.
see this?
And I'm like, I'm not really sure about this elephant. So I'm like, I think we'll chill in the hotel room for
Yeah.
5 minutes and see if he walks away or not. And then we walked over to where the breakfast is, and we're like, so there was this massive elephant standing outside of our room this morning.
Did giraffes come up?
What's that?
There's a places where giraffes come to the window.
We weren't at that one, but we
Okay.
saw a gazillion giraffes. And yeah, I took pictures of every single animal procreating. But I said, yeah, we opened the door and this elephant was standing there just staring at me. And they're like, an elephant? And I'm like, yeah. Does he like live here? They're like, no, this elephant does not live.
Oh my god.
Color like green. I mean, obviously the color didn't really
Didn't
match their
really.
face. You know, they're like, oh. And like everybody at the hotel goes
Yeah.
running out to
Yeah.
address the fact that there's an elephant on property. I guess somebody left a gate open somewhere. But yeah, we saw a billion elephants. But I never went on the chimpanzee trekking. I sent my wife and daughter out there one time, and they're like, never again.
Yeah. I've seen some close calls. A couple of my friends went to safari, to Africa on safari this summer, and there were a couple close calls. Like one lion like charged at their jeep, but then stopped. And it's sad too, cause the guys that are there with you, yeah, they have guns and stuff, but you don't want them to kill them. I hope they just
Yeah.
tranquilize them maybe? I
Who
don't know.
knows? I was out at Yellowstone, and you know, the first day everybody pulls over every time they see an animal and take pictures, and then by the time you're there 3 or 4 days, you know, you're like the certified
Yeah,
professional.
yeah, you're like another elk.
noobs. And
That's so
so
true.
we're in my Jeep, and we're pulling up, and there's like a ridge, and there's like 10 cars pulled over and taking pictures of this buffalo standing off on the side. I'm like, off road and drive around, all of them get over the ridge, and I'm like, oh! And now we're in the middle of like 4,000 buffalo that they're like pressed up against all the sides of the Jeep. And like I'm, you know, taking a close up of his eyeball because he's gonna be standing like right here. And my wife's like, roll the window up, roll the window up. I'm like, what's the window gonna do? I mean, if this guy wants to end this, it's over.
Yeah.
I mean, these guys can jump 10 feet in the air, and we got a soft top on the Jeep. I mean,
Oh my gosh.
it is what it is. And but yeah, we were in park for, I don't know, an hour because there were thousands of buffaloes all pressed. There might still be a couple things in the Jeep from the buffaloes. But,
We were at Grand Canyon National Park, and there's elk everywhere. So as you're driving into the park, you see the elk, and there was one elk with a baby nursing. And we were like, pull over. We took a million pictures.
we were driving from Yellowstone down to Tetons, and we lived in a Newmar bus at the time. And my kids are asleep. My wife and I are laying on the roof of the RV, and it's mating season, and all the elk are standing all around the RV, bugling and hollering, and a couple of them are going at it. And we're like laying on our bellies, looking at them, then rolling up, looking at the stars because it's, you know, just utterly black out there, and it was fantastic.
She thought she was going to have another grandbaby with her, but it's
when
just
we-
the one. So she's bringing a couple
When
of
we
cups
did that,
for you with petting zoo food, and it's saying
when we did that, I have lived in Pennsylvania, Michigan, Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, North and South Carolina, Florida, Alabama, 20 years in Virginia while I was in the Navy, but I've never been out west. And I'm retired from the Navy, so I've been to 70 or 80 countries, and pretty much, if you can name it, I've been there. And so when I retired, I had never chosen where I was going to live, and we wanted to make a good, informed decision. So, and a verse in the Bible that used to really disturb me is, my sheep know my voice and will not follow the voice of another. And I said to somebody in my care group at church, you know, I just don't feel like I hear the Lord's voice giving me any real direction right now. And he says, well, John, the Lord can't steer a parked car. And we went high right on that, moved into an RV and just took off. And our whole plan for the year was summer in the north, winter in the south. And we started out going city to city, and you know, it was cool and everything. But then we're driving, and every day was just feel like staying, feel like going. And if it was go, you know, it slides in, jacks up, down the road we go. Takes 45 seconds to hook the Jeep up to the back, and you're down the road. And Donna would be in the back teaching school to the kids and Googling where are we stopping tonight, because we had absolutely no plans. And so I'm driving, and I'm like, hey, here's a sign that says Joshua Tree National Park. Y'all want to go? And they're like, yeah. And you know, swing in, stayed a week. And after that, we strictly went national park to national park for the rest of the year.
That's cool.
And my little boy was 5 at the time. He's 21 now. He was 5 at the time, and he had this little Junior Ranger vest that he's got the Junior Ranger badges from all the parks that cover the whole front and back of his vest, and we can't fit any more on. And start making a second layer on top of them. And the national parks are all amazing.
That's neat.
But he did the junior, I don't know, maybe 40 parks he did the Junior Ranger program in.
Wow.
And they're all amazingly cool in different ways.
My father-in-law visits national parks. That's like their hobby.
Yeah.
And they have, we got them a map. Not a map. It's a poster.
Yeah.
And you scratch off each park that you've been to.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool.
And then they have the Park Pass. That's the little book
Yes.
that you put the pages in it for the
Oh,
ones
yes,
you've been to,
yes.
and you stamp.
Yep,
You know.
they have that. We've been to a few, but not as many as they have.
The best day ever. The best day ever.
He was asleep on me the whole, like, he was sleeping on me. Now.
If you guys signed up a while ago, I don't know if you even know that there's a baby sloth here now.
Yeah,
How big,
I
how
think
little's a
we
baby?
did.
This feels like a baby.
She's 1.5 pounds. He's 10.
Oh my
Yeah, we just signed up a few days ago.
god.
Oh, well, did you sign up for that this afternoon?
We're doing something this afternoon with this sloth.
Yeah, we had 2 sloth things today.
Let's see, you guys have fennec fox in 30 minutes. And then you have monkey at 1:15. Kangaroos at 2.
Oh, more kangaroos.
Oh yeah, sloth. Yeah, you guys will see the baby at 4 o'clock today.
What's the kangaroo one?
Oh, seeing the adult kangaroos outside. Yeah, you guys will be meeting the baby sloth today at 4 o'clock.
Are we overstaying our welcome?
No. I wished I would have, so we went to church just randomly wherever we were every Sunday for that whole 16 months. I wished I would have kept a book of the sermons because we were just we had no plans, we're just random everywhere we are. And if I'd have kept a book, it's the only way anyone would believe me, that every single week the sermon was the logical follow-on to the week before, no matter where we were. And, God speaks to the dumb ones. I was in neon and I'm pretty stupid. So it just was a life-changing time for us. And at the end of that, that's how I ended up adopting a bunch of kids from Ukraine.
Hey, Dawn.
Yeah, go ahead.
You just had the one regular sloth encounter this morning from 10 to 10:30, is that correct?
No, we had VIP this morning.
Oh, 10 to 11. Did you just finish that?
Finishing right now. Then they have fennec foxes next.
So could we do a sloth encounter or a VIP sloth encounter if someone wanted to be coming in? I know a little bit late, but I know the sloth didn't have 2 encounters, so would that be possible?
Yeah, as long as Fallon can do the fennec fox right now, I can do that.
Yeah, I have Fallon on Fennec Fox. All right, let me ask them.
Yeah, great.
Everybody, everyone else wants to come see you.
What's fun?
That one always sticks his tongue out, and he's the only sloth we've ever had that does. And then when he yawns, he sticks his tongue like Gene Simmons out of his mouth. And,
I have a dog that does this, so I told her to take a picture when he sleeps, his tongue slips out. Yeah. I guess I could just do this and flip the picture over.
I'll go through and chop up a lot of this video, but we got some really awesome stuff.
Oh, that's great.
And then, I don't know if you saw the one yesterday, but you guys are in some of the...
We did,
I've been
yeah.
sending it to
Yeah.
everyone.
Okay, cool,
Yeah.
cool, cool.
Our
I tried to put
families,
some in
friends,
there.
oh yeah. We're famous.
Sometimes it's just good shots and sometimes it's not.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a great, like, seller too. People see that and they're like, where is that? What did you pay? We're doing it.
that's how most people know we're here is TikTok
Yeah.
or Facebook.
And there's a huge trend to come south from the north.
Mm-hmm.
So I bet, you guys probably get a lot of northerners, right, or no?
We've had people here from all 50 states and 44 countries this
Yeah.
year.
The northers just get.
I usually say all 49 states plus California, DC, and 44 other foreign lands, but it's supposed to be PC. I'm not very good at it.
It's okay.
Me neither.
I'm a Republican. I'm more of an independent, I think, because I see both sides. I don't like Trump, but I have voted Republican before.
Yeah.
So I try to kind of weigh both, but everybody's got their right to.
Politicians and babies need to be changed often for the same reason.
Yes.
Both
Yes.
sides of the aisle.
And they need to be younger. This whole 80-year-old president thing is not working for us.
Yeah, I don't know. I We've had young ones, we've had old ones, but
Yeah.
it's all way beyond my pay grade.
Yeah.
And I think these days, you know.
And I really, truly don't care, honestly. Maybe it's because I'm young. My mom's obsessed. I think they get older, that's all they have. She calls me, she's like, are you watching? I'm like, Mom, no. I don't care. Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe I should care more, but.
Way beyond my pay grade.
Where are you going? As long as I feel like daddy. He cares you. I just wanna eat him.
Yeah.
Eat him. You tell me when more our time